Namaste, I am Anandagiri. I teach at One World Academy. One World Academy is a wisdom school that's based in India. An academy dedicated to nurturing a beautiful inner state. What is it that I would tell myself that would inspire me, make me a happier person, a better person, something that would help me look at the world differently, something that would very profoundly, beautifully affect the way I related to myself, related to the other, related to the world around me. As I reflected on that question, I was thinking about the conversation I had with a little girl a while ago. I call this little girl my next best friend because she is the daughter of my very best friend, Krishnaji, who is also my mentor, my spiritual guide, who together with his wife Preetaji founded this amazing academy, One World Academy. An academy that is dedicated to nurturing a beautiful state. An academy dedicated to providing life education. Yes, now going back to that conversation, they have this little daughter. She's no more little now, she is 12, soon going to be 13. Her name is Loka. I've known her from the time she was a little kid, from the time she was 18 months. I traveled with her around the world, together with her parents. When she was about 7, she started this foundation called Happy Hearts, Happy World. With the primary vision of inspiring a new way of living among young kids. And of course, as part of this foundation, she is very actively involved in supporting an orphanage. When she started this foundation, all of us were very thrilled. Somebody so young would do this. I was very proud of her, very excited, very thrilled, and I wanted to support her. So I walk up to her and express my joy, my appreciation, and ask Loka, can I be part of this foundation? And of course, I'm expecting an answer. Yes, I thought she would be very thrilled with what I had asked. And without any hesitation, she says, no, you can't be part of this foundation. Only kids can be part of this foundation. I said, why not, Loka? I can really help you. I travel a lot, I meet a lot of wonderful people. I can raise funds for your foundation. She says, still no, you can still raise funds, but you can't be part of this foundation. Then when I insisted on knowing why, she said, because you're an adult. I asked, what's wrong if I'm an adult? She said, you won't understand how we think. Then I became very curious. It's more than curious. I really wanted to know, understand how Loka thinks and how children like herself think. And what is so different about their thinking. So I asked her a few questions, very deliberate questions, which would help me understand her perceptions. Her perceptions of herself, the world around her. So I started with my first question. I said, Loka, you do realize what you're doing is a remarkable thing. Such a noble thing. And what inspired you to do this? And generally when you ask this question to an adult, when you do something very noble, very significant, that's a very profound answer, a very detailed answer that you hear. And this little girl, it is a short, like half a sentence. There's nothing like a half a sentence. But so little I would call it a half a sentence. She said, I like it. Nothing more. I like it, and therefore I'm doing it. And then I move on with my questions. Look, do you know you'll be rewarded for this wonderful work you're doing? And she has this strange look on her face. She said, rewarded? By whom? It was such a strange concept to her that someone or somebody would reward her for the work she's doing. So then I was trying to really help her out, give her some ideas, some suggestions. When she asked this, so who is going to reward me? I said, maybe God, maybe some higher force. And again, she had this very strange look on her face. God? Who is that? She asked. Obviously, she had absolutely no clue of anything like a God or a higher force. Then I thought maybe I shouldn't be going in that direction. Why should I be introducing a new concept? Because even if I spoke of God to her at that point of time, she would perceive God as somebody living in the neighborhood. She said, do you have any more questions? I got to go play with my friends. I said, one last question, Loka. She said, make it quick. And I'm asking her, Loka, today you're doing this because you really like it. You like what you're doing. What if you stopped liking it in the future? Would you stop doing it? And that question was very significant to me because we, the grown-ups, the adults, the thought, the idea that we would not be doing something noble, or we would be giving up something noble that we are already doing, is very frightening to us. We would not even like to reflect on that thought, stay with that thought. It is too scary. We would feel ashamed, guilty about it. Because we all want to be noble, do noble things, do virtuous things. I wanted to see her reaction, this child's reaction. I wanted to put that thought in her. What if you stop doing this? And her first reaction was, why are you such a dumbo? I said, I like doing it, and you're asking me, what if you stop liking it? I said, look, I still want to know. And she said, if I stop liking it, I will not do it. The usual human thinking process that we are used to, that we want to be loving all the time, caring all the time, noble all the time, do virtuous things all the time. And the thought of not doing it, the kind of fear it puts in you, the kind of shame it creates in you, that is totally absent. very clearly this child, when I say this child, it's referring to all children like herself. She is doing something so wonderful. She started a foundation. She is kind, she is compassionate, and yet she has no concept of God, no concept of good, no concept of bad, no concept of karma, no concept of destiny, purpose, reward. That makes you wonder, do we need all these concepts in order for us to be beautiful human beings? Do we need to be raised, trained, conditioned with these ideas for you to be kind to another human being? Then what is it you need? For you to be a beautiful human being, if you didn't need all these concepts, if you didn't need all this moral education, if you didn't need to be bombarded with this, all these ideas of virtue and etc., etc., what do you need for you to be really a beautiful soul that could make a difference to this world, that could reach out to another? This little girl, in her own way, she understands the unique relationship she shares with the world. And what do I mean by this? Sometimes I would be driving with her in the car to her friend's home, and while driving she would be asking these questions that might appear silly to many. So if I have to go to my friend's home, I need my driver, right? She would ask. Her driver, who is also a caretaker, she calls him Selvam Anna. Anna means brother. So without Selvam Anna, I can't go to my friend's home, right? I would say yes. So if I must meet my friends, have fun time with my friends, I need Selvam Anna. Then she would suddenly look around. I mean, we are driving on the road. She say, without this road, I can't go to my friend's home, right? I would say yes. So I need this road to go to my friend's home. Then she would see somebody like working, the construction workers trying to create pavements. Oh, without these people, there would be any roads, right? I would say yes. So I need these people, I need the road, I need the car, I need Selvam Anna to go to my friend's home, have fun with my friends. So look at these questions, you see their relationship with the world. In their own way, they are observing that for me to have one beautiful experience, my driver is a part of my beautiful experience, this car is a part of my beautiful experience, I need this road to meet my friend and have a beautiful experience. They're able to understand in their own way how this world is a part of their every single experience. And I think that is the perception that can make you a beautiful human being. When you see everybody is a part of your life, you cannot separate them from the experiences you have. This whole of human civilization is a part of your every single experience, not just the human civilization. This world, this whole earth, this universe. And if I will have to go back in time, and share something to my younger self. This is the perception I would have loved to have and to grow with that perception. The people, the world that surrounds me, they are part of my every single experience, an inseparable part. And that is the perception I need for me to be a beautiful human being, a person that could make a difference to this world. I don't need any of all those other concepts. I don't need to be bombarded with moral education. This perception is what I would say, what I would call life education. Educating yourself to see the relationship you share with this world. And that can make you a very beautiful human being.